Hey there! You're over there. I'm right here. Hello! It's nice to see you. I mean, I can't see you, or can I? I can't, don't worry. I wouldn't want to. Your privacy is important. Everyone needs their alone time. Unless you're having a party and watching me, and in that case, that'd be really rad, actually. I wonder if anybody does that. Probably not. Maybe. Alright. I think you guys can see everything. Oh, Strident. Oh, it's Strident. And Skeletor. I love that Elmo little... This is mine. Yeah, alright. Totally gonna clip that later, make myself... emoji? I'm old. I remember when they were smileys and emoticons. Or maybe that was just a Yahoo only thing. Alright. Alright. I sent off the tweet. I did a smart good thing there. Hey, Grim. Well, there are 3 people there? Huh. Yeah, Rilith did a great job with that. Neat. Alright. As always, guys, thank you for showing up. Let me know if you have any issues with the audio or the video, but so far everything's looking good. Hey, Trevi! Good to see you, bud. Let me just see something here. I'm still futzing with a few things. Futz. Hold on. Hold on. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm funny. Alright. Beautiful. That's good. Yeah, the tweet works. Sometimes Twitter went down once, and ever since then I assume it'll go down again. Alright. Beautiful. Alright. Oh, neat. Well, hi everybody who's hanging out with Grim. Good to see you guys. Again, I don't see you. I don't know. I'm just... it's how Canadians talk there, you know? Even Quebecois Canadians like myself. Alright. Alright. So welcome to the stream. I'm about to get started. I've been thanks to Strident and Pat. If you look down, not at my pants, I'm wearing gym pants, but at the panels, they're called panels, I've added some new ones, including a link to the stream archive, so that I can be immortal, or as long as the internet exists, so basically immortal. So feel free to check that out when you got Unlimited's here too. Good. I like how excited you all are when you come in. Like, nobody just is like, hey, I'm here. Everyone's like, ah, Fuggins, woo! Now, I'm assuming you raised the roof. Ruth? I'm assuming you and Ruth raised the roof. I'm French. It's my excuse. Water. Alright. Alright. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. I love this microphone. It's so good. Right. Oh, hey, Grim. No, man, that's cool. I'm okay with being background noise. Like, it's... Forget I was even here. Don't, please. But actually do. It's fine. You got things to do. Alright. You too, Zephyr. Yo. Keep them pants saucy. Alright, let's continue this bonkers ass case. Ooh. And Strident Song donated $10 saying, I need to make sure this thing works, of course. Thank you, buddy. I tested it myself, but I knew. You're so good to me. I made the fake crying noise, but he's a super cool friend. Everybody. And hey, Doomian's here too. Yes, say hi to Ruth for me. Alright. Time to thespian. Ooh. Unlimited cheered for 500 bits saying more money. Thank you, man. Wow. Also, I say man and dude kind of in general. I don't know if y'all are, or guys. I don't know if y'all are male, female, or somewhere outside of that, or if you're an artificial AI that's come to give me money. That'd be rad. That actually sounds legal. It's not. I hope you're not a weird money laundering AI. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there? Pretty much, yeah. That's my life too, to be honest. Scooch. Hi, Bread. Oh no, Bread's a robot. Am I a robot? Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So, what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's trying to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner. Oh, don't look, everybody. It's Old West Shaggy. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Officer Marshall! Thought I'd come take a look-see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home ranch locked down Tyler down the fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What's going on over there, anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? Wait, Arthur... Oh, yeah, Arthur Morgan. Yeah, that's right. Oh, man, look at all these cute, like, icons you guys are using. That's rad. Those are wonderful. You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Taste in mufflers is not a sentence I ever want to hear again. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. Glug, glug, glug. You don't say. Now, don't that just beat all? Eh? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day, too. She was wearing a red muffler. They're scarves. Stop. Nobody in anywhere calls them mufflers. He's a cop, unlimited. He does have a weapon in a courthouse, but he's an officer of the law. I think. Honestly, no one's honest about their jobs in this series. At least not their main job. What? At the award ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth's seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So Miss Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. No, I think you always want to kind of kite the bull, otherwise it might kill people. Ugh, I have a bad feeling about this. I was gonna say I have a fab feeling about this, but no, nothing about this is fabulous. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? Oh, if it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee! Who swims in... now I want ribs, though. Wait a minute, who put steak sauce on ribs? You put barbecue sauce. Oh, awesome. I'm glad. Yeah, everybody get cool emotes for good... Oh. Wow, that's weird. Oh my god. Twitch is switching between light and dark mode. It's like Kingdom Hearts. I'd like to resume? What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Oh! Oh! Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. Here he is, Miss America. Wait, I'm doing a little too much Kermit. He's actually supposed to be like, He's supposed to be Tristan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. Yeah, it's Edgy Poo. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over. Your back is bent. It can't be. This can't happen. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Well then, I believe it is time we continued on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable! Okay, a little less Edgeworth, a little more Kevin Sorbo. I think I'm gonna have to rein that in. It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me, knock knock. Who's there? Oh boy. I've been waiting for this guy. What's with this guy? Yeah, some of y'all know. Some of y'all know already. Ooh, what voice do I use for Damon? A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. God, those eyes. It's got spiral energy. Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. It's a hot zaddy. Who on earth is he? He fared really well in the upscaling. Oh, it's you! Give me a second, guys. I really should have thought about this more. I really wish I had thought about this more. Let's think here. Put on my thinking cap. Yeah, Gant does look a little more attractive than I remember, actually. He's always been pretty hot, though, to be honest. Oh, is he British? Yeah, why not? He's British. Oh, sorry I'm late, Ajay. The roads were packed. It's just me. Hey, he's a little weird. I don't know, whatever. He's just happy guy. Long time no see, eh, Ajay? How you been? Swim much these days? Hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy, smizzy, Ajay, my boy. You have to make time to relax. Alright, I'm this weird British Al Capone. I'm okay with that. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Ajay seems to be his nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right. I'm very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? Aha! So you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Oh, thanks. So sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly! See, Jolly, he's British. Little Worthy? Mr. Wright. You don't know the district chief of police? Which is admittedly a bad look for a lawyer. This is the chief of police, by the way, guys. Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. He's hot. Name's Gant, Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. So what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's Worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. On little Worthy's car, no less. Yeah, he's gonna be super inconsistent, you guys. I'm just gonna have fun with him. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Yeah, big muffles. Look at this posture. Fucking fantastic. Chief. No, I've forgotten how to do Edgeworth's voice. What kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth. How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our jobs? Now, wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there? Miles Edgeworth? That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. I think I'm doing Bane. I'm not sure. I don't know these names' voice. I can't do Alan Rickman. Are you kidding? Alan Rickman, fucking legend. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Grrr. The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor? I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push the switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. Come on, just hurry up and open it. The game's on autopilot here. Otherwise, I'd be doing this way faster. Alright, so... There's a small tag on this knife. It seems to say SL92. What does that mean? Well, I've heard something similar. DL6 of DL6 incident fame. But it's strange. Huh? What is? I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before. Letters like this, or letters that looked a lot like this, somehow. Push the button. Wow, don't scare me like that. I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. Just the tip. And this dark red stain. Blood? Switchblade J. White added to the court record. New Japan reference for y'all. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police? And this knife? Sure thing, not a problem. Not even a little one, really. He's just a happy guy, that's what he is. Oh, hey, Jutsu. Gant's mega thick. That suit is slimming. Like underneath, there's all kinds of booty and muscles. It's like Big E Langston. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess! The time of crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. What a lovely fellow. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's hush-hush information, Aji. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact same time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. What? Why are cops? Who's killing cops? Is it Ice-T? Order! 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 Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? Original OC, do not steal. I think we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright? Two detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. Chances of that are really slim. Scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. I have a nice little chat with Damon here. Alright, buddy boy. Excuse me, special? Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Righto, but I can't say that now. Not that. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? It's quite a mystery, Scooby-Doo. And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler! This knife was found on the scene of the crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Righto. Maybe there's something about this knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine that knife while we can, Righto. Evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try presenting the piece of evidence that's had me stumped all this time. So, how were things down at the department? Something happened at the police department too, huh? You got a good look in your eyes there, right on my boy. Sharp, hungry. So, something did happen. And why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? No matter, I understand. You were busy, what with Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? On the same day the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Udgy? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto. I suppose I could help. If you help by giving me some data on your case. Oh, good one! This kid's sharp.
Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only.
So I'm pretty sure they've mentioned that, obviously, it was 5:15 when the victim was killed. Police department. So let's try, a knife. So tell me, where was the victim found?
Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department.
The evidence room?
You wouldn't know about the evidence room, would you, Righto?
I can't say I've heard of it. I guess I should ask again once I learn a bit more about this evidence room. It is weird, like, Los Japangelis, really, more like it. And even then.
There's something even stranger about this. There's something even stranger about this than the place where the body was found.
5:15? But that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office. What?
Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances? Look at my hair, it's fabulous from behind.
Coincidence? This is just my gut feeling, but I'd say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening. Also, look at my cute little button nose. Chief Gant, please tell us more about the incident. How can you say there's no connection?
How? Because I'm the chief of police! I can't just say anything I please, Righto. You understand.
Try to understand, Righto.
Well, if you can prove there's a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is something that ties the two murders together?
Whatever it is, I better find and get to the bottom of this. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15. One at the prosecutor's office, and one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And that knife. What was it doing there? I better check this knife out. Alright, let's check this knife out. Let's see. Small tag on the knife. It says SL9. Okay. Okay, so something in the court records. Alright.
Alright, we're good. Wait. I fucked up. I don't think I'm... Oh yeah, I was looking at the wrong piece of evidence. I mean, I love the wrong part of the testimony. Hey, people are following. Huzzah! Yeah, I had the right thing, I was on the wrong. Sorry guys, I messed up. Wait a second. Ah, at last! An honest-to-goodness objection! I just like to think he's having a blast.
This knife. This has something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean?
Aha! An honest-to-goodness, what do you mean from Aji? This is great! Yay!
Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. And this is important. Why? Over here we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 6 minus 7s, 12 and a half. Is that the new iPhone? Your Honor, it's upside down. Upside. The printed name on the memo makes it looks like it's right side up. Makes it looks? Yeah, certainly. But turn it around and what do you get? Shaboing-a-boing. Aha! Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9. That's the same thing that's written on this knife tag. You guys can still see me, right? I got a weird error message saying something had gone wrong on the thing. Let me just check really quick. Now I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay, everything's good? Okay, I was worried. Like, I got a weird error. We're fine, we're good. Okay, thank you for confirming that for me. I don't know, I just got a weird error message, and I was like, oh no, what happened? What happened? And the same thing's written on that. Oh yeah, it is, huh? Order! Order! Well, Chief?
Ah, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, righto?
I win? What game is this guy playing?
This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room.
So this knife was stolen?
Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say. Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice, nice, nice. Good show, little worthy. Yeah, it was a murder weapon, as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved.
So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. Wait, I'm confused. I really thought that was going to open up a new thing. What you say? What you saying? This one's kind of understandable because I don't know if you can talk about an ongoing investigation in what is an unrelated case. Like, there's got to be some weird rules there. Hold on. Alright, let's see. No. No. I do want to ask him a question. I did press on this. Yeah, that's what they said last time. Wait, maybe if I press on this again. Yeah, this is the same stuff. Yeah, okay, so... Even though he says he'll only give you one, he can ask him that question. Well, how was the detective killed?
How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what we in the Force call a stabbing. With a knife.
A knife?
It's exactly the same as Detective Goodman. That's the spirit we're cooking now. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same.
What do you mean?
There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death.
Seems like I'm gonna have to press this a bit harder. I'm gonna go back and do the other path too. Just to be safe.
Now that's a sharp question, right? Oh, very sharp. Like the knife. Well, my boy, you're gonna love this.
Okay, so now I've done all. He says no connection. Okay, this is definitely, I think, the prompt where I'm supposed to show some kind of evidence that they're linked. Gotta press harder, eh, Nick? Yes. So it's either this or the knife again. No, it's gotta be that. Okay. Oh, do I have to ask him the things again? Oh, man, God. I forgot that this case does shit like that, honestly. Let us know when you want that big... Oh, thank you, guys. No. I'm trying to... I gotta... Like, part of the fun here is you watching me figure this out. Okay, now we're going to talk about stabbing and how that's technically a scientific police term. Oh, yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying Trials and Tribulations, man. Like, that is... This series never disappoints me, honestly. Like, I know there's peaks and valleys, I know people don't like Apollo's solo game, but even then, like, it's still really good. So we do that, and we're going to save, and now we'll have asked all 3 questions. Just in case the game pays attention, that kind of thing. And before I do anything else, I'm going to check the court record to see, you know... Okay, investigator IDs found at the crime scene. Okay. Shield, no. Knife. Anything new about the knife? That is the same dialogue. Ooh, that's good, dude. Bruce Goodman, 36 mil. Nothing really here. Yeah, Apollo is his own, What's great is Phoenix grows just enough as a character that Apollo has to take his place, kind of. Which was the intent, but not super well executed, I find. Glad you've been enjoying it. Okay, let's see here. Alright, let's see. I presented this. Is it presenting this knife? No. Alright, I gotta put my thinking cap on. I like Athena. Athena's cool. Like, she's a little ridiculous, and her mechanic is really hard to believe, and that's in a series that has magic and ghosts. But it grows on me. It can be fun. It's a nice change of pace. Let's see here. Yeah, Apollo's weird, like, looking for ticks thing is a lot more fun on a big screen than it was on the DS. Well, when I say big screen, because I played on my cell phone again. Alright, the detective was killed, the police department... Alright, I'll tell you what, guys, because this is on the verge of getting a little boring for you, if anybody wants to give me a hint, not the answer, if anybody wants to give me a hint, I will not be offended. I will humbly accept. Don't talk to me about the heart of the cards, motherfucker. Alright, let's see here. Okay. Is it the time? Ah, it's fine, Ansel. Don't worry, man. Mess. Is it the time in the autopsy? I asked the wrong question. Weird. I asked all three at this point. Does Pat do this? Does Pat ever ask you guys for hints on stuff? I've seen a lot of his streams, but he normally knows what he's doing. I learned more about the evidence locker. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it's got to be this. No, it's not. Okay. Oh, it's true. I have seen some streams where y'all are. I hate when this happens in Ace Attorney. Like, it makes me feel dumb, but at the same time, I feel like the writing's a little cryptic on this one. Sorry, guys. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's, Oh, check the knife again. Okay. Which knife are we checking now? Okay. Oh, you're spitballing. Okay, well that's fine, man. We're all kind of figuring this out. This is now a team effort. If I solve this crime, we all solve this crime, and you all become lawyers by proxy. One hint would be that there's one statement that isn't very clear at this moment. That might need some clarification. Alright. So let's press everything again and see if something happens. Oh, so okay, so they're active. Where was the victim? Okay, let's try. Okay, let's do that. Alright. Oh, I fucked up. I'm sorry, guys. Wait, oh no, I did. I selected the right thing. Oh, hey, that isn't... Thanks, you guys. We did it. I did it by myself. I didn't get... I'm just kidding. You guys helped me. Thank you so much. Wait a second. I've heard of that. You guys are good lawyer detectives, defense attorney detectives. Yeah, that's you. The evidence room. Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? There's a case was stolen in the evidence room. Oh. There's the connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. Alright, so I think that's it. Ben's position is this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. Hey, you don't say. Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection? Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. Excuse me. Sweet potatoes come back on me. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Thank you. I'm not gonna ask for help all the time, guys. I mean, I'm pretty okay at this game. I've managed to figure most of it out. It's when it does stuff like this where you kind of have to repeat dialogue. I've never been super fond of that because, admittedly, it messes me up. I'm old, you guys. Like, I can't anymore. Like this guy. Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. You know, I just realized he looks like Lord Genome with hair from Gurren Lagann with the beard and his eyes like that. You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you've deduced right here. The cops are idiots. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet, and all. Can we get the information unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What? Really? That worked? Who would have guessed? Not me. Oh. I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay? If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Ah, well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go one by one. Okay, well, what division was the victim stationed in? Oh, you want to know that, do you? Do you? Aha! Criminal Affairs, Division 1! The detective responsible for homicide cases. Homicide? That would be the same division as Detective Gumshoe. Detective Goodman, who was killed in the underground parking lot, was homicide too. It's almost like a serial killer was after homicide detectives. Except the serial killer happened simultaneously, scientifically speaking. Well, I sure hope Detective Gumshoe isn't next on the list. Detectives. Alright, so I still gotta get a little more out of old Damie boy here. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number?
Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that.
Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all.
We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is 5842189.
5842. I totally made a wild guess, but it was a good one. Well, that's quite long. That's what she said.
And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts.
82. I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? The ID number of the victim of the police department, 5842189. This tells me something. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. It really does. I think. Meaning... Oh. It has to be what I think it is. What does this mean? Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department. Did I slow down the text scroll? Oh, that's not even an option. Okay. Tells you something? What does it tell you? Witness. Huh? What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. I didn't go to my prom. It was too cheap to buy a suit. No, I got confused.
And this is news?
Huh?
Just come out with it with both guns blazing, like you always do.
The police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh ho! Is it yours? I'm not a No, Your Honor, I'm a defense attorney, remember? Yeah, Edgeworth is mean to me, and I saved his life and everything. This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman.
Shame on you, Righto. Personal IDs are top secret.
Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. And this means what exactly? Huh? Wait. That ID number we heard from the chief earlier. It started with 82. I've forgotten. You didn't even get the first number right. Again. The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189.
Wait a second, Wright. What does this
mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective was killed in the police department's evidence room. Excuse me. The detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that nuts? Bruce Goodman was a series of clones. What does our witness think about that?
Oh, sharp as a tack, Righto. Sharp as a tack.
But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department, in the evidence room, at the exact same time.
That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time? And in a completely different location?
What is this Black Mirror? Order, order, order! Chief, what does this mean?
No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine. But I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case. Now, just to wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case.
I took a little sip, and now we're gonna convict or something. I don't know.
Wait. I said wait. Oh, didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error? Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours. What? How dare? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news.
Good lord, look at this hot man. Jesus Christ. It's hot evil. Maybe evil. Kind of looks evil. Yeah. Man.
Officer Meekins?
Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait, aha!
Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere in the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. You don't mean him? According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said the report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on top of the report. Grr. Why didn't your officer tell me?
Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged.
Ooh. In any case, this is a serious error. A gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then No such luck this time, Worthy. Nor should I say unworthy. What? Now, what was the second rule of evidence law?
Well, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Oh, well, it's, Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list.
So, what does this mean?
I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Wright over here. Good job, Wright, my boy. Huh? Oh, I was just doing my job. No. No!
Hey, this guy sucks. Yeah, Angel can just present evidence whenever the fuck she wants, because she's like fucking half the police force. It seems we have come to the end of this trial. Oddly enough.
I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy, with all those rumors. You were even the defendant's chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened, if it's the last thing I do. You'd better get results this time, really. You have my profound apologies, sir.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Whatever your punishment is for this, I hope for your sake
that it's not decisive. Very well. Court is adjourned. Oh, man. It's a bad time. It's a bad time. This is the best chief of police. This guy's up there with Jim Gordon. Commissioner and chief are like the same thing in a lot of areas, right? Right? I don't know. All we have here is Mounties, and I think they operate like independently, like Judge Dredd. And we'll save again, because I don't remember. Okay, let's figure things out. Oh yeah, that feels good. Sorry. February 23rd, 2:15 p.m. Right in Golofs. Who's the co? It's just these weird teenagers that keep helping me out.
Mr. Wright? So, what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused.
Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? Detective, oh boy. Come on, buddy, wake up. The victim, Detective Ruth Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and in the police department's evidence room.
What's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car.
Well, that's what we're going to find out. Or try to, at least.
Alright, let's do it.
I'm glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this. Oh, come on, Phoenix.
Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright.
Huh? Can you read my mind? Are you Maya?
Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these ticket-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us.
I'm doing more of a Billy Quizboy thing with her voice. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Commissioners are in charge of all the precincts, and chiefs are per precinct. Okay.
You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares?
Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie.
Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it.
That oil drum, was it empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor? It was brimming with water.
My sister erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never. If she did a murder, she'd own up to it proudly.
Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister.
That's not it at all. It's just, we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her.
Okay, there's some big words for a high school student. Did you read that part of my mind? Well, anyway, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that old drum washed it all away.
Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright.
Huh? What's that grin for?
This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Yay, luminol!
One of my favorite recurring characters in the Ace Attorney series at this point. Trilogy. Luminol?
Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Like many things. Even if you can't see it, it's still there.
But wouldn't the police have already done those tests?
Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright.
That's some conviction.
Just give it a try.
Me? Why do I have to do it?
I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet.
We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it.
Here, look. I'll lend you these glasses.
Huh? You had an extra pair of these things? Whoa.
To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Just press enter to spray it on. Okay, let's find us some bloodstains.
There we go. Paparazzo. I can see your eyes shining behind those glasses. So, is this a bloodstain?
It's so... Emma, you're shaking. It's just... This is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Oh, okay. Well, we definitely know that this is a bloodstain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course.
What's odd about this, scientifically?
The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood? I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe.
It is pretty strange.
If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find a bloodstain, okay? See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right?
Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too.
I saved up all my allowance to buy that.
Oh, that's kind of weird and adorable, but mostly weird. Luminol testing fluid received from one very proud-looking Emma Sky. Oh.
We can't be We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Swish it around in my mouth. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case, which is weird. Which is weird and fucked up. Like, but how many times have I said this about the legal system in this game? I don't know. Now let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah. Feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it?
Guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Psh, 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 psh.
Ah!
I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to my nice deli box.
Miss Star!
You only trust your own eyes? Not bad, you two.
Ooh, that looks good. I would like that.
Oh, it's day old? This day old deli box is on the house. How's it a deli box when it's clearly a bunch of sashimi and rice? Sorry, it's just that kind of lead in doesn't really get my mouth watering. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Star, but no, it's okay. It's my fault.
Oh, we know.
I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. Emma's a great assistant, but Maya though. Eat your hamburgers, Fuggins. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry.
Sorry. You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. In fact, how are you not in jail right now?
Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Scott stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. Also, technically, I'm not a detective anymore. I got fired, but I swear it. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what?
So, you were a detective, weren't you, Mrs. Star?
Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago, that's a long time. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Coughed it up? They confessed. They babbled like babies, and I fed them like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I drag the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long they called me, here it is guys, the cough-up queen.
Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches.
That makes more sense, actually.
I can be your angle or your devil.
And you were let go? Fired? I found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. Can a prosecutor fire a detective? It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident. 9.
SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean...
Let's give her a presento.
What do you think about this?
The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know.
Really?
That knife was evidence from the case. The murder weapon. It was due for transfer that very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet.
Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Why are there always incidents? Like, yeah. Really? Okay, I thought you could tell us more about SL9, but alright.
Yeah, it's definitely, Do you have anything more to say now? Oh, the hell with her. I'm gonna keep spraying stuff. We'll check that out in a second. Don't worry, I didn't miss it. That's weird how it kind of blocks it. So nothing near the oil drum. Nothing on the ladder. Nothing on the door, the console. On this vent? Okay. Oh, that's weird. Alright.
This blood must be from when Lana... No! My sister isn't the murderer!
But she did call you, didn't she? At the time of the crime?
Hey.
And her right hand is bandaged.
Hey, just whose side are you on? This has nothing to do with taking sides.
So, this means that Lana's hand had blood on it. This just keeps getting worse. Oh, is there really no blood anywhere else? I could have sworn there was. None in the car either. That's weird to me. Whee! Okay. So let's, Did you take a look at this? You. Yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. She didn't even look at it.
You must have to brew the tea leaves a long time to get rich flavor like this.
We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing.
I knew it. So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite.
The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. Alright. I had one of those up until 2 years ago.
Back when you were the cough-up queen, right?
We found this ID card here in the parking lot. Well, there's no mistaking that. It's definitely Goodman's.
But it's the same idea as the man who was killed at the police department.
That's impossible. I wish I could be so sure.
The body with Edward's knife stuck in it was found in Edward's car.
I think he owed me his gratitude.
Gratitude? Why, if I hadn't witnessed the crime, Mr. Edgeworth would have been the suspect. Huh, I wonder. Still strange. Why didn't our chief prosecutor have her own murder weapon ready? Alright. I think that's all we're gonna get out of her right now. I mean, if you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime? I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The whole of my testimony, as it were. 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time? Come on, now, there we go. That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Mubot is a very strict taskmaster. He punishes me. Disposable to who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. Look at this crime team. Oh, she looks good with a beret. I like the beret on her better. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. Panic attack. So they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal was coming to him. Don't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence of a sort. Made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? That's fucked up. The best part came several months after the trial. Yeah, the law can fucking kill you in this series. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen. Others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be? Exactly. Detective Detective Jake Marshall. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then, it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in the fancy offices can stop us. Wait, those lunches you sell. There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Starr's old boyfriends. How many does she have, anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find... Oh, wait. Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, rookie. What? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes. Then you should take this. Wow, that looks good. A Salisbury steak lunch? I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat.
Take lunch received from Miss Star. It smells great. It even says it's for Marshall.
Miss Star? Officer Marshall, is he are you his... Are you bone? Do you bone? You going to the bone zone? Bonitis? Are you ghosts? I mean, going up? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous.
Oh, wow. He's got a lot of crushes.
And he was nice to me too back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was still a detective. But now he's so cold. Like I touch him and he's cold.
Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. You can go get that if you want. Go tap that cowboy booty.
I see. Thank you. I will tap that cowboy booty.
Officer Jake Marshall. It's a very Japanese thing where sometimes the dialogue is just person's name, you know? Salisbury steaks don't have bones, do they? I haven't had a Salisbury steak in a long time. Hey, Nickel Pole. Yeah. T-bone steaks are good too. Alright. Let's mosey on down. Figure some stuff out. Wonder if Lana's at the detention center. Looks like Miss Sky is still in questioning.
Hope the detectives aren't yelling at her.
Oh. How did you kill him in two places at the same time?
Can you imagine?
How's she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. Did Mr. Gant say they'd arrested the suspect in the police department murder?
Let's come back later.
Let's go to Crim Fairs. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here.
Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department.
Lana and Gumshoe are playing. Well, Lana's got the messed up hand, so I don't think she can... Well, she can play with the other hand.
Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot.
Does he have a twin? Does his twin have a nicer beard?
It makes my head hurt.
Well, first things first. Let's go check out the police department crime scene.
Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. Ha, 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 ha.
I'm not gonna go back to Borderlands 2. Like, no. Never again.
But don't mess up or we could wind up dead. Ha, ha.
I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's gonna help us much either. Let's examine. Poster of a female police officer. Wait, no, that's the latest Babes in... Okay, so it's mostly the same stuff. Yeah. That must be the chief of detectives, which I guess would be, like, below the full chief of police. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Detective killed in evidence room? Tell no one outside the police department. No! I told that old lady at the restaurant everything. Someone's getting a demotion. What's this guy up to? He must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. I know, the killer used dry ice. If you put it between the latch and the door, the room could be sealed shut. Is that a reference to 999? I'm pretty sure. Anyway. This is good. I'll win a writer's award for sure. He's not writing a report. He's writing a novel. And here's, look at this ugly little shit. This is a police mascot, is it? The Blue Badger. It's the future star of the police force.
The design's a little changed from the one outside.
Ah, well, the Dancing Blue Badger trademark is still under development, you see.
You have it trademarked?
Absolutely. It's cutting-edge stuff. Very now. I showed this doll here to my daughter, and she burst into tears. Oh, don't show her the moving mock-up outside then. You'll give her nightmares.
Alright, let's, now let's move. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast, they're blurring. They gotta go fast. I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here after all. So the evidence room, that's the scene of the crime. Ooh, what are we talking about here? I'll check out Pat's Discord after. Oh, nice. I'm glad you guys are coordinating on new, cutting-edge forms of entertainment. Me? I'll fix my hair. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk. Here it is. It's like a kid at an amusement park. Ooh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look, and I can get queasy when I see blood again. But first... the Blue Badger is still writhing around today. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's dancing. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department is dancing around like crazy since yesterday. It is very creepy. It is fucking... I love how creepy that damn thing is. Ooh, pizza. It's not a bloody butter knife. I think it's either... I think it's like a police cudgel of some kind. I can't just help but feel he's going to do something naughty. What do you mean naughty? It's weird. Oh, that's the wrong button. There we go. Oh. What's Pompadour cop? Pompadour detective talking about? Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. You must be a detective. You idiot. What were you thinking? Where's your head? Sir, it's right here, sir. I guess he wasn't saluting. He was showing the detective where his head was. They make a good pair. I like these guys. They got good chutzpah. Alright, let's move. Oh, the guard station. Wow. There's a lot of booze in here. That sign on the desk that just says Texas? Is there a trap? Oh my god, this is fucking... Oh my god. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. I wonder what cop guards it. Wait, who? What emote keyword? Man, you guys are so much more advanced at this stuff than I am. So, beyond that door is the evidence room. The scene of the crime? Sure seems that way. Oh. Oh. What's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. It's because they're phallic? I don't know. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? Where's this guard with his Texas sign and all of his cowboy paraphernalia? I wonder. I have a feeling I know who he is already. Oh my god, look at all this crap. Look at all this crap. The swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch. I'd say be more of a yarg myself. Speaking of which. Yipes. These sure are prickly. They must be the real deal. I would think just one big one would be sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. Wow, this... Okay. How so? It's really unexpected. Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her. Jesus, okay. I'm not so sure I see the resemblance. It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. Alright. There's a security guard uniform hanging here. Looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What's that called again? A punchy? A paunchy? A pinchy? I know, a poochie. Huh. Wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho, but I think I'm going to keep that information to myself for the time being. Falcon, poncho! Really? We're not going to talk about the whiskey on the desk? Okay. Looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of here. Man, I don't know. My throat's really dry, guys. Alright. Really, we're not going to address all the booze. Really. Really. Okay. Look, on the floor, a lasso. Huh. Looks like it's set up to trap something? A trap here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed. You sure have an active imagination. The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we'd need someone's permission to go in there first. Oh, really? Alright, I guess I gotta head on out. This place is charged with frantic energy, as always. Please. Huh, wasn't that... One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. But I really need a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. Oh, you want steak? Give steak. You want steak? I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for despair. We've got our criminal. Now we just need the evidence. The criminal? You mean... You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? I don't know why I did that. Okay, I won't do that again. That was just for fun. This is the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly. Whoosh. I like how he did his giggle before disappearing. Gumshoe's a great guy. Wait, don't leave. If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later. He's crying, you say? He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation's off to a running start. Let's do what he said. Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Best to not go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. Whee! Also, ow. What was that? Sir!
sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say it was a perpetrator against her. That's what I'd say.
Oh, you fucking pathetic asshole.
Hi. Greetings, sir.
Wait, I know who you are. Officer Meekins! So, you're a guard here at the detention center?
No, sir. I'm not, sir. I'm a lost little patrolman. Like a lost little lamb, sir.
Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report?
No, sir. How should I say this?
Wait. He isn't. Is he? You? Officer Meekins? You didn't. Did you?
Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir.
Also, I hate that noise. What? Now, this is an unexpected turn of events. Oh my god, I just noticed in his picture, I don't think you can see that in the DS version. In his picture, he's saluting like he is the god. Fucking idiot. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I really wasn't expecting that.
Sir, I'm a patrolman with general affairs, sir. Sir!
Ow, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins.
I had some business that day, sir, and I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room is empty, sir.
So normally there's a guard at the evidence room?
That's right, sir. Because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now, the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall.
He is super annoying. Like, fucking super annoying character. Marshall?
Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir! Also, my face is 40% chin. A suspicious person. Yeah, whoa.
What the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then?
After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here. In the detention center. Oh boy.
How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand?
Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir.
A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky. Oh, God. I actually fucking hurt myself when I punched my wrist bone. Like where it sticks out, it actually fucking kind of kills. Like, I didn't hurt but it's like, you ever like hit a bone directly? This sucks, actually. Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. First, the victim. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right?
Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you had to label me as a perpetrator or a victim, sir, then label me victim.
I would, but you happen to be in detention. And alive. And well, at that.
Ah, yes, well, that's true, sir.
Oh, sorry, he's going through puberty.
I suppose you could say that.
Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman?
Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side.
So you didn't know him. Okay.
Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives.
So if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? That's an excellent question. Oh, Meekins, yeah, you could say he's doing his best. I wouldn't say that's very good. Sorry, guys, work stuff. Not crucial work stuff, but I'm bad at separating the two, even though I want to. No, anyway, I'm here. I'm partying with my friends. You guys, we're partying. Woo! Party, 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 party. Actually, if we all just hung out and played video games, that is my ideal thing of a party. All we're missing is nachos. Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. About your hand, did that happen over the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? Is she trying to get Meekins to confess so that her sister is absolved? Because that's a little pushy. Though admittedly understandable. I know what your spoiler you're referring to, Valdrick, so I get the joke you're trying to make. But sir, but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. The next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were, huh? Then when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? That's when I looked down. I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock! Oh, the sorrow, sir! Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared? That's some story. Now let's present evidence. Officer Meekins, have a look at this. Go ahead, sir, laugh! Laugh at me, sir! Uh-huh. I know what you want to say. You're going to tell me how she has one just like it. Me? Why would I? I know, sir, I know. I'm the only one without a girl with matching badges. Oh, Meekins. Oh, Meekins. Nowhere. I'm alone, all alone. Is that so wrong? Life isn't all about high school sweethearts and youthful romance, sir. Is he talking about those badges on her coat? I'd like to think there's a difference between my badge and a fashion accessory. Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey! That's it, sir, that's it! That's it! I really hate that fucking speaker. It is... I hate shrill noises like that. Fuck. That's why. My head was a blank at this very moment. But sir, now I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct! That card was the cause of it all. This ID card? Exactly, sir, that's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir, nothing. I'd better pry into this one a little deeper. Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? I'm sorry, sir, really sorry, I don't have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Passing the buck, Mr. Wright. It's a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. Eek, I'm scared of knives, sir. It's okay, I just wanted you to take a look at it. That's it, sir, it's last night, sir, that's the one. It was an apple, sir, in my dreams, sir. And I was being peeled. 1 second, Dog, you don't have to look at the knife. He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. I just want to get everything out of the way with him. Okay, so the same knife answer, okay. Alright, let's talk about the crime. The crim. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a lost little patrolman. A lost little lamb, if you will.
You not wear socks to work?
Right. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked...
Sorry, I'm imitating. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious?
Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card.
Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far.
That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do?
That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me.
What?
Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him.
Whoop! Leap. Just like that. Yeah, why would they let him keep the bullhorn when he's under arrest? Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him?
Do unto others before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir. Mickey Meekins.
What happened then?
Well, sir, everything went white. When I awoke, I was here.
Right. So, Officer Meekins, why is it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. And the victim, who he met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim really was the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died.
That's it, sir, that's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines.
Oh, we gotta reopen Twitch. There we go. Huh? But you still ended up here?
They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said.
But you don't remember the events clearly?
No, but the videotape is quite clear.
Huh? Videotape?
From the security camera.
Oh, this one's doing a number on me. Yo.
Oh, Jesus Christ. The crime! My crime! The crime I swore to stamp out! It's there! It's me! It's on tape!
And you waited until now to tell us this?
I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it.
No thanks, I have my own. Well, I guess we better go check out the crime scene. Again. Oh god, I gotta wait for this jackass in his fucking bullhorn. Hey, Mel! Hey, Mr. Wright. Look who's standing at the Chief of Detectives desk. It's Police Chief Gant. And you're sure this is all, You know what it means if there's anything missing. Sir, it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers. Lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats. Under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you can call me right away, deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. Chief of Detectives looks a little flustered. Ah, right on, my boy. How you been? You swim much? No, Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? I like the idea. I picked this up in when I first played this game, and I really like the idea that because Gant is so nice to him, and he hasn't said anything, and he's been nice to Phoenix over Edgeworth, that Phoenix actually likes Gant a little bit. It's like, hey, this is the first person on the witness stand who hasn't insulted me and has actually helped me willingly and stuff. So I like the idea that because of that, Phoenix, even because Gant is charming, he's charismatic.
And he loves to swim. That's why he's got that great body for his age. Is he in the profiles, actually? That's a 65-year-old man. Look at this hot, fit 65-year-old man. Meanwhile, Meekins is fucking young. Jesus Christ. I won't look that good at 65. I don't look that good now at pretty much half that age. Ugh. Let's present some stuff. Tell me you like my badge, Daddy. I was wondering, could you take a look at this?
Nah, sorry, righto. I'm through with that stuff. Through, I say. Go find that guy who can't seem to sit still out there. The busy one.
The guy who can't sit still? Does he mean Detective Gumshoe? Either him or the Dancing Blue Badger. Oh yeah, he's not gonna say anything about any of the evidence. Let's try one of the knives. That's gonna be the last thing I try. No, he is not talking about any evidence. G-Dilf. Yeah, Larry was nice to Phoenix because they've been childhood friends. And also, Larry has to be nice to Phoenix because Larry needs Phoenix to bust him out of jail all the fucking time. Yeah, swimming probably keeps him nice and healthy. Alright, let's stop, Gansey. Is Edgeworth gonna be okay?
Oh, were they? Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him.
Sounds like an inquisition.
Yep, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year.
You mean the incident on Gourd Lake?
It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right? Righto?
Von Karma.
Hello, I've returned in a flashback. Goodbye now. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it so he's caught for forging evidence.
Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence.
In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they just do about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy.
What?
It's downright odd, I tell you. The detectives getting killed on their turf, too, I mean.
There being the prosecutors, I assume? Scientifically speaking, it's impossible.
Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says.
What evidence is this?
Now, righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it.
Wasn't expecting much anyway. Yeah, like...
You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. I can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives trap shut.
It's true, he did blab over dinner. Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier.
Huh? You saw that? Whoops!
I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him.
Well... No, sorry you had to see that.
What exactly did the chief of police want you to do?
Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can.
So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here?
Of course not. Well, except for this.
What? You kept something?
Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete.
Wow, this guy's an idiot. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st.
Better make a note of that, just in case. Goodman's lost item report added to the court record.
I really should get back to investigating the police department crime scene. Wait, seriously? Like, I still can't do anything different here? Well, that's fucking weird, but okay. Oh, weird. Ah, okay. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor?
Well, I never thought the day would come when Wright would ask me for help.
I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. Oh my god, the silence there just...
Now, Righto. Give me a minute here.
Yeah, there's a lot of areas in this case. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate at all.
Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man?
Huh?
Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give him $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's consent. Knock yourself out.
It just goes to show, you never know until you ask.
And you, here, you can borrow this.
Huh? Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it?
That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it.
Yes, sir, it's an honor.
You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks. Away.
What a nice guy. Looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID.
You seem happy.
Yes, sir. Because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now, sir.
I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Is it in my, no, so, okay, so it's kind of more of a, it's not an evidence, it's a plot device kind of thing. Alright. Nice. The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's take a look. It's literally the same picture. It says, you can see it's Bruce Goodman, but like faded out.
And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open.
Aha! The card reader is turned off, see?
What is that security guard thinking?
Howdy, partners. Well, well. What's made my Bambina's sky so gray?
Officer Marshall.
Why does it have to be him? What's that? Why does it have to be him, look for? As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon.
We're here to investigate the crime scene.
Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts.
Yeehaw?
Yeehaw! Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. Crime scene's awaiting. Bleep.
Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions.
Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. You're busy then. Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you.
Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. Well, maybe this will change your mind.
That smell. Ah, it's blood. I mean, it reminds me of Texas.
Oh, okay. Bye, Doom. Oh, have fun watching Netflix, Tremont. That's cute. I like watching the cooking stuff, like chefs, like cooking shows. Me and my mom, we just talk mad shit. We'll just be there and we'll be like, man, Bobby Flay's a dick, and like, he doesn't know what he's doing. It's great. One of the few things we bond over. That and being upset. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas?
No, I just saw a special on television the other day.
Is this from my baby? Yeah, Miss Star.
What's this?
What? What's wrong?
A fillet steak lunch. I see. I see.
I don't see. What? I wonder what it means.
Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. He ate it in one bite. It's amazing. Alright, Bambina. You win. Smack.
Finally, it seems like he's willing to talk. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right?
You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it.
Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. Ah, that poor little doggy.
Poor guy. I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly.
He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station.
Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, I drink a lot more water.
Let's see what you guys have been saying. Yeah. I hate... What I really hate more is Bobby Flay's throwdown, where, like, imagine you're, like, this, like, local famous chef in your area, and the Food Network says, hey, we're gonna do, like, a biography on you because you make the best shrimp cocktail in all of Arkansas. And you're like, yay, I'm finally being recognized. I'm gonna be in the Food Network. And instead of a documentary, Bobby Flay show up as like, hey, man, I'm Bobby Flay. I think I can make a better shrimp cocktail than you, so we're gonna throw down. And you're like, not only am I not getting my fucking, documentary, this motherfucker thinks he can do the thing I've dedicated my life to better than me, because he's fucking Bobby Flay. I hate it. It makes me so angry. I just hate it. I'm so sorry, guys. It's amazing. I can go several days of kind of vegging and not having to do, and then I try to hang out with my friends and play video games. Suddenly it's like, Dad, we need you, Dad.
Well, might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job,
So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place?
Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy.
That is fucking stupid.
No, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place.
You mean the security camera system?
I don't take the machines much. Kind of like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak,
Wait, how old are you? How old are you to be like, I don't get machines? You're barely younger than me. We grew up in the age... No, you know what? Forget. Never mind. Well, wait a minute. He's 33, but his game takes place... What, late 90s, early 2000s? So, yeah, okay. Maybe.
Marshall.
Miss Star told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago.
It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of a crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire.
You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Star, aren't you?
That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it.
What kind of case was it, anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened.
There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago.
2 days ago? The day of our case.
That's right. The evidence transfers.
Edgeworth was talking about the transfers too.
Well, a lot to talk about, eh? I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do.
Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen.
Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with mistakes.
Okay, I will admit I don't like cauliflower, so I kind of get where he's coming from on this.
The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras.
Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned.
If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours.
That, I feel like that's not, I don't know. Well, I guess if nothing happens, but that's still, yeah. I'm no security policeman expert, but... Yeah, you're right, he's drank a lot. He has drank a lot in 2 years.
And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on those tapes? I reckon they might be.
You're the security guard and you reckon?
One more thing.
I gotta reopen. There we go, Twitch.
When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card.
That's the card reader by the door.
The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through.
So this is the ID card record.
Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, Bambina. I can't show you more than that.
Huh?
I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet.
Mr. Wright, I saw a number of that on the record just now. I've seen that number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove the record is tied to the stabbing. Sorry, but could you explain this whole transferal thing is what this whole transferal thing is about?
We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? Alright, let's keep going.
So what happens to the evidence after 2 years?
Goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. Right after Valentine's Day.
I see now.
Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated.
That happened to SL9 2 days ago. Alright. Let's go to the evidence room. Ooh, neat.
February 23rd, evidence room, sector 3.
Let's see what's in here. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. Ah, I see some stuff that's familiar. So this is the evidence room? It really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. I'm the ghost. Eee! Whoa! Oh, and I died. I passed out. That's the end of my story. Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So, is it true what I heard?
I don't know. Lose the other one. Hey, if anyone from pathetic bond, you're $50, no problem. Hey, investigator in the hard side, I have having a wonderful time. Oh, my voice is cracked so much, guys. This is what it was like hanging out with me during puberty. That and it's a lot more scratching. Yeah, it's true.
So, Chief of Police Gant. Will loan anyone $50? Even me?
I fucking love this idiot. Oh, so that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in the investigation, put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for a day.
But guess what? You got permission from the chief? It's not your boss for a day.
Gee, thanks.
First of all, you'll want to have this.
Evidence from 4 planes added to the court record.
that out really quick. Yeah, that was pretty straightforward. Okay. Excuse me, guys.
So, Detective Gumshoe, your boss for the day?
That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department.
But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings?
They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation. Again. I'm adamant, though. Also, just learned the word adamant. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal.
You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course! I'm a detective after all.
How? I don't know.
They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal.
Only you can open?
I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens.
So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee right now, right?
They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. It's getting slower.
I see.
I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case.
That case?
Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. How many of these is Edgeworth, like, horribly tied to? That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth.
Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case.
Evidence lockers. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed and only one detective can open it.
Using their ID card?
Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my third card since entering the force already.
Why am I not surprised?
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand.
Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint.
Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint.
Oh god, I really wish the game would stop doing that. I see somebody I recognize.
So the only locker we can open is our own.
Funny, they look like normal lockers.
These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see?
The handles?
On the other side of the handles is a sensor. And if the wrong person touches it,
Zap, you get a shock.
if that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks.
Evidence locker added to the court record, so only the detective's prints can unlock it. And it lights up when it's open.
Alright. Let's examine, shall we?
Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner.
That looks like a car door.
There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame.
Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and got away.
Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing.
He's been shot square in the forehead.
Better him than us. There's something sticking out of here. Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case.
I wondered if Detective Gumshoe put this here.
There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was opened recently.
How do you know?
If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence?
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too.
I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either.
If you're gonna tuck behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal.
This place is stuffed with evidence. Stuffed with dreams.
I'm not so sure about the dreams.
Alright, sniff, sniff. It won't open.
Did you really think it would?
Hey, pal, our security is high-tech around here.
Did I miss it? Okay.
Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here. What a sorry-looking fishing pole that is. Ah, that's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it. Wait, I've seen that somewhere before. Right, pal. That's the metal detector. The one that led to the solving of that case out on Gourd Lake, remember? All right. Wow, that feels like it was ages ago. And I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, that's a buck sweeper. I'm sure it'll come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. That cheap-looking box? You can't judge a person or a machine by its cover. You gotta look at their heart. Does everybody keep reading Phoenix's mind? I mean, we might as well. What's this? It's blood. It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here. Looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright, what if there are other bloodstains left in this room? We should use her testing fluid to check it out. Use her fluids. But first, we'll look at this stuff. Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from The Case. The Case? SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there? Another piece of SL9 evidence. Let's take a closer look. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before it was broken. Want to try putting it back together? Ha! Good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Well, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. Yeah, okay, well. That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Oh, no. Oh, I'm about to get blowed up. Okay. So we can rotate the pieces. So what we're looking right now is... Nope, alright. This might take a little while. Wait, hold on. This one feels like it should be that. No? Alright. This one. Beautiful, okay. There we go, okay. Yeah, I know. Let's let the police have their moment in this game. Okay. Nice. Okay. Oh no, it's Paul Bearer's urn. Wait, hold on. still a big piece missing.
Huh? Well, I think we did it. But some of the pieces are still missing.
Yeah, I got that far into it in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it.
Were some pieces stolen?
I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar.
I kind of understand how it got broken.
Unstable jar added to the court record. Oh, it's an open locker.
Look, this one's open. And the red indicator light above the door is lit.
That locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprints.
Detective Goodman's locker. Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that?
Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it. He just cut off his hand. It's empty. They must have taken its contents somewhere else.
Someone left a glove here, but only one.
Check out that tag. Detective Gumshoe, maybe? There you go, pal. Making me out some kind of absent-minded detective. You really are. That's evidence from the case, you know. You mean SL9? It does have a tag on it. Rubber glove added to the court record. Rubber glovey. Okay, oh, let's check this out. Put these pieces together makes a jar.
There are two things that bother me. One, why are some of the pieces missing? Two, doesn't it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke.
I'll make sure to remember that next time I make a jar. Okay.
What is the saw and paint doing here?
Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression.
True art? I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here.
Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger? Well, you might say this in my studio. This is not what this room is for. Gumshoe, this is not... Okay. Here, in the evidence room... The hell, Gumshoe? Alright, let's, Oh.
Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door.
This might just be something significant. Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal.
What, this? It's called luminol testing fluid.
Where'd you get your hands on that?
Huh?
I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief. Where do you get this, Emma?
I always buy it mail order, off Crimazon.
It's like Amazon for crime. Crimazon. I'm smart. Well, I'd better jot this down on the floor plans. So nothing over here. Nothing on the metal detector. Let's slide. Okay. Alright, so that's to be expected.
I knew it. This is someone's right hand fingerprint. This is someone's right hand print.
What?
What's the matter, detective?
This locker is my locker.
It's yours?
Please,
You have to help me.
when they come to take me away, promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. Lord have mercy.
You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? For your old pal Dick Gumshoe?
The face is giving me, I just noticed, like, one eye just doubles in size. This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plans.
I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police.
Okay, that's good. That's good, Dick.
What? But you're a detective.
Oh, wait. Ah, damn it. Now I have to do the thing again. Oh, wait. Alright, that's okay. That's not what I wanted to do.
Must have been one massive pool of blood. I've never seen anything like it. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien? This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make a note of it on the floor plans. Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. Otherwise, I'm not seeing anything else. Nope. Okay. Is anything? No, he doesn't have anything to say. Okay, so let's move. Do you have anything new to say? No, nothing. Nothing new on you to say. Alright, actually, well, where should we begin? Well, it's obvious we should go with that thing, you know, that thing. The mystery of the victim, I guess. How could one man, Detective Goodman, killed in two places simultaneously? Oh, well, you see, we should go to the police department. Okay. Okay, so I still gotta go to the evidence room. Alright. Definitely something I missed in the evidence room. Sheriffs back in the Wild West didn't place much faith in evidence. Well, the only thing they trusted was their shooting hand. This is neither Wild nor West here. Aha! This and the two things are different entirely. I guess so? Huh? I'm lost. Looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I really thought that was gonna give something, but okay. There's a lot wrong with this guy, Raggles. Like, I really don't fucking know. Alright, that was it. I'm not trying anything with this jackass skin. Let's move. Actually, is there anything new to examine? Oh, the cameras. You sure have a lot of monitors in here. There's 8 cameras in the evidence room in all. One for each section. Which monitor shows the section where the crime took place? Why do cattle sit before the rain comes? It's not for man to know. Unless you're the security guard responsible. Wait, we're not gonna be able to look at the goddamn, like, scanner things? This cactus. Best keep your distance from Billy there. You're liable to get hurt. Billy, the cactus has a name. Billy, you're wearing your cowboy hat on your hand. Ah, my rawhide cowskin 10-gallon hat. I just picked that up, but Billy took a fancy to it. Looks like it got stuck on the spines and he couldn't get it off. I gotta ask him about this stupid fucking lasso. I just roped me a steer with this here lasso. You're insane. You're a crazy person. What? It was a bellowing moo, pal. Moo. Oh, it was Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe, I presume. Let's fucking move. There's gotta be something here. Come on, Gumshoe, you gotta give me something here. Can't open lockers if fingerprints don't match. If you can open it, they'll give you 50 cents. No, the police department lacks faith in its lock system. After all, Detective Goodman was stabbed here after opening his locker. At the same time, he was found dead over at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor's office. That's the door we just came through. Looks like you don't need an ID card to get out. Wonder what would have happened if Officer Marshall cut the power while we were inside. Let's hope he remembers we're in here. Right, actually, let's open up the record just in case. Just spray our mist on... Oh, wait, that's not the button. Oh, I can't use it... Oh, wait, I can. Okay. Wait, why wouldn't there be any on the door, then? Yeah, I know this is not the most exciting gameplay, guys. Sorry. Hey, word brand. Not anywhere else. All right. All right. Let's see here. Maybe get back to the detention center. Actually, I didn't realize that. Oh, wait, shit. I wish there was a fucking better way of, like, getting around in this game. That's always been a pain. Wait, I already came here. God damn it. Alright, well, let's present some evidence to this jackass and see if he knows what's going on. Alright. Nope, he really doesn't know anything about any of this. It's gotta be the evidence locker room then. Oh, this game is making me sweat. I'm so fat. Alright, let's see here. Oh wait, I didn't present anything to her. Let's see if she has anything to say. Nope. No. Oh wait, did she have a locker? Maybe she had a locker. Well, no. I guess her locker wouldn't be in use anymore. She got fired 2 years ago. Okay. Ready Luminol tested this area. Oh, wait a minute. I have an idea. Oh, I didn't notice the High Prosecutor's Office. Shit. Okay. Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday. And I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here. I'm sure he's off doing some important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing. Guess we'll have to come back. I wonder. What? It looks like some blood has dripped down here. Judging by the amount, my guess is it's from a nosebleed. A nosebleed, hmm? Maybe in his wrath, Mr. Edgeworth slapped someone for their incompetence. Oh, why does Detective Gumshoe's face come to mind? Okay, well, it was worth a shot. I really felt like I might have had something there. What? Maybe on here? No, okay. And let's try the luminol over here.
Yeah, I expected to find stains on that guy, honestly. Really, it's the police station. There's gotta be some blood in here, you know? Wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Really, I really expected something on this creepy thing. Like, I keep seeing that handprint. I really could have swore... Oh, well, whatever. That was worth a shot. Alright. I do kind of like the spray noise. Nothing. Right, fucking nothing for this guy, alright. It's gotta be in the crime scene. There's nothing else I can think of right now. Alright, so there's one last thing I'm thinking of trying here. Oh, for fuck's sakes. I can't think straight right now. Yeah, I'm just going around spraying the police in the face with luminol. None of this is goddamn changed. What the hell? Yeah, this is not... I'm not liking the rhythm of this right now. I know I sprayed all of this before. I know this is all pointless, but... I can examine them, but they're already showing as examined. Like, I can't even re-examine that one because it's already showing as examined. Ah, I hate it. I remember, yeah, this case has got some really bonkers shit, but then I also remember, like, it's got a bit of tedium like this. Let's spray the roof for luminol. That's the victim detective Goodman's ID card. These days everything's cards and secret numbers. I can never relax. That's only because you always lose your card. I always forget my secret number too. Scary, huh? My face should be ID enough. What's the world coming to? Detective Gumshoe, rebel against the system. Goodman note in that switchblade knife. I bet Mr. Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the SL9 connection? That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared.
But why would evidence from that case turn up now? Guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. Oh, for fuck's sake, that was it? Oh, right. Now, that was a bloody violent case. Violent? So it was a murder? Figured it out, guys. We did it. After a bunch of bumblefucking around. A serial killing. Wow. A serial killing. Maybe I don't want to get involved after this in this after all. But the killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. And this was 2 years ago? That put Mr. Edgeworth right here in the spotlight. And started the rumor mill. Rumors? About forged evidence? It's supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So, that switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? And so I finally got something out of Gumshoe, but now I guess I'm back to like fucking running around like an idiot. It was due for transferal. Okay, so this is new dialogue. Good. Okay. Okay. It was due for transferal the very day the Goodman was killed. As I suspected. Oh wait, it's not new dialogue. Fuck it. No, it's the same. Yeah, okay. What the fuck is it, man? Do I need to fucking spray this area again? Like, did I miss something here? I'll spray the fuck out of it. I'm getting frustrated. Ah, who am I kidding? I already sprayed the hell out of it last time I was here. So frustrating. Nothing new here. Let me examine. These are the detectives' desks. Computers, files in each one. I guess detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. And one of them is Goodman's, but I guess that doesn't make any difference because they already wiped it clean. What's this idiot up to? That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something. I know. The killer used a cassette tape. What a crafty trick. That gunshot was fake. This is good. No one will expect a cassette tape in this day and age. He's writing a novel. Fucking idiot. You know what, guys? It's been almost 3 hours, and I am honestly having trouble thinking straight, so I think I'm gonna call it for this time. I'm honestly gonna mull it over, and I may have an idea of what to do when we resume. But for now, honestly, wandering around like this, not a lot of fun for me or you, I think. But thank you for joining me, and to everybody who donated like bits or money, thank you. That's amazing. Thank you so much for that. I really didn't expect that. So yeah, no, I'll be streaming this again soon. I still have some ideas of games I'd like to cycle in with this. Otherwise, I'm gonna become a hologram somehow for your entertainment. I think that's okay. Thank you guys for joining me. I still had a very good time, even if I got frustrated. I'm now gonna turn off the stream, and I'm gonna curse, and I'm gonna emotional eat. So don't be like me. Don't fuck it up. Bye, guys.